Now we are live. Hopefully our audio is working. We're gonna try and get that dialed in real quick.
Look at how we're angled.
I know. Well, we don't. So we don't have our normal setup going because we're not gonna play any games today.
Yeah, it's gonna be a quick one because
It's Christmas Eve.
it's Christmas Eve. We want to go spend some time with our family. Reluctantly.
Yeah, we're just going to chat for a minute.
How's the audio,
Say,
Sam?
hey, we haven't
Can you hear Dylan?
done a podcast in a couple weeks, so
Has it been that long since our last podcast?
It's been 2 or 3 weeks.
Can you hear them? Yeah. We're good.
All right.
Cool.
Awesome. It's the best
yeah.
audio check ever.
Like they said, it's been a couple weeks since we've done our last show. We had the Christmas party last week, so that kind of stopped us from doing it. We had a party here at the shop. Thanks for all those that came out and participated in our horrible game of 20 questions about games.
Hey, Sam.
Yeah, that was fun.
Did you post any pictures from the Christmas party?
I posted one on my Instagram.
All right. So I need you to share the photo of Tony.
Joe has that one.
All right. So
Which
Tony,
one?
the one where Tony, you remember how he was dressed for the Christmas party?
I thought I put that on the page.
So go to the RadJunk page if you haven't already, and look for that photo. You'll thank me later.
It's a sight to behold.
I'll go ahead and put it in the comments of the video, too, while we're...
So the Christmas party went excellent.
It did.
It
Great.
did. It was a lot
really
of
good
fun.
turnout. Really good turnout.
Also, another reason we weren't able to get to the podcast last week.
That's why I said we couldn't get to it.
That's why we couldn't get to it.
Yeah, people showed up earlier than expected, so we didn't have any chance to set anything up.
Yeah, we
Typical nerds with nothing better to do than
I
show up at
know,
RadJunk.
God, who shows up at RadJunk on a Sunday at like 3 o'clock?
Yeah.
People without girlfriends.
Yeah. Wait.
Well, I was going to put the picture in here, but it doesn't let me post comments to the thing. What?
Maybe after the fact.
So
Yeah, stay tuned. It's worth it.
the game we've been playing recently,
Oh,
Oh,
what game have we been playing recently?
Player Unknown Battlegrounds.
never heard of it.
PUBG.
On Xbox One. Yes, Dylan got an Xbox.
Yes, they forced me. I had to burn all of my trade credit at RadJunk.
Don't act like you had that much left.
You're right. I traded like 2 extra games for it. It was worth the investment. I'll say that.
So, for those that are unaware, which I don't know who would be at this point that plays games, Player Unknown's Battleground or Battlegrounds?
Plural.
Battlegrounds.
Even though there's only one ground right now on Xbox.
Right. Has been out for a while on PC. My brother kind of got me into it because he's a big streamer in that. Henry Mark V, if anybody's listening. You're welcome, Michael, for the shout-out. He got me into it on PC. I played it for a little bit, then I stopped. It was a lot of fun. I just didn't have anybody to really play with as, like, a team or anything. So as soon as they announced that it was coming out on Xbox, I know Dylan's been excited because he's been playing Fortnite, which kind of is – they have the same type of concept in their Battle Royale mode. Dylan was like, oh, my God, we got to get it, which is why Dylan got the Xbox.
The only reason. There is no other Microsoft
My
game that I
my
care about.
sales manager talked about it a lot
Really?
at work. He was constantly going on about PUBG, and when obviously I heard it was coming to console, I was like, yeah, let's do it. And these guys were already on board before I was.
So we all went ahead and got it. We logged on about, 10 minutes after the servers went live?
God, it was a mess.
It was
an absolute mess.
an awful, awful experience.
Yeah.
Like, we would log in, and it puts you into, like, the player creator or customizer right off the bat, and instantly our players are naked.
Yes.
It's a game preview. The game's still technically in beta or alpha or whatever you want to call it.
Early
on
access.
on Xbox. They just went 1.0 3 days ago on
PC.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's a lot of glitches. However, I think the glitches are kind of what makes it fun.
Well, I don't know. Did you log in on it today?
I did not log in today.
We're at the 2.56.
0.5.26.
So we got another patch.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did.
Okay.
I don't notice anything.
We got one the other day.
Other than now, you remember when it used to be a little yellow square when you readied up?
Yeah.
Now
check.
it's a gold
That's
check.
what it was the other day. When
Yeah.
we-
it was
Yeah.
great. Well, supposedly the newest patch fixed some bugs. They said There's only like 3 small things that I saw: bugs, gunplay, which I couldn't tell because I just
The gunplay
I
is still
suck-
terrible,
I suck
but
with the
I
gun.
want it to stay terrible.
Yeah.
If the gunplay gets good and you can truly master it, then the gun becomes just a third person or first person shooter with giant sandbox effects. I'm not really
Which,
into that.
I mean, I think the most appealing part of it to me is the survival aspect. You don't
Absolutely.
necessarily have to do anything crazy to win a match or be good at the game, as long as you know that you can like run around, gear up a little bit,
And defend yourself.
and defend yourself. Because
Yeah.
it's more or less, I mean, minus the glitches or whatever, it's kind of one shot, one kill, so it's very tactical in the sense of, you don't want to get hit. So I think the main objective is to be evasive.
Well, that's the thing. Like I see gameplay all the time of people who get 19 kills or 20 kills during one match, which is just absurd to me. Like I don't know how you can pull that off. That's a fifth.
it's
That's a fifth. That's a
nuts.
fifth of the people
Yeah,
on the
exactly.
map. I'm happy if I get in the top 10 and I have 1 kill. Like I mean, it literally is like a game of survival. If I get 1 or 2 kills, I'm ecstatic.
Yeah, that means we probably finished top 10.
Absolutely.
Which I think we're pretty good at surviving because I would say, I don't know, 4 out of 5 games we top 10.
I would say
Yeah.
I know y'all don't like me comparing it to it, but Fortnite.
yeah.
I think Fortnite really prepared me for this game. Just kind of get like the strategy down. Because in Fortnite, I started out pretty much gung ho. Like I get a gun and I'm going for the nearest person I see. Well, after several matches, I realized it's not about the kills; it's about surviving. So if you see someone kind of far off, don't even shoot. Let them go. Like just let them.
Yeah, let them go about their business and
Yeah.
see. And and if you do that, you know for a fact you fight another round.
Right.
Every time that you decide to engage with somebody else is an extremely high risk, and don't do it unless you have to. It does add an element of suspense, almost like survival horrors. You're hidden up in the house with the rest of your squad, and you hear a Jeep drive by.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you hear, or a motorcycle decides to pull up, everybody's butt puckers, and get to your door, and you're like, oh no, I never got my scope, or I don't have a shotgun, and one thing leads to another, or hey, once they come in, let's bolt and take their Jeep.
Oh yeah.
You want to tell that story?
Yeah.
So this is like indicative of like what can happen in a giant sandbox game where there's just a whole bunch of people.
Absolutely. So one of the main core aspects of the game is that over certain periods of time, the playing area shrinks. So basically the first circle that pops up is going to be like half of the map size. So you have to make your way to this circle before it closes in or you're dead. We had just made it inside the first circle, I believe, first or second circle. And we're
We're on the hilltop now,
so,
overlooking, and we hear the Jeeps.
Right. So basically we're kind of in this open field and like, oh crap, we hear this Jeep coming from the east. So we all 3 just lay down. We go prone on the ground, just crawling through the grass. And pulling up to this house right in front of us is the Jeep that we heard. Well, a couple seconds after they pulled up, another Jeep pulls up in the back of the house. They start having some kind of gunfight going on, and we're still crawling, slowly but surely. And then we get the idea, hey, let's snag their Jeep.
Let's just go for it.
While they're just blasting away, we're going to steal their Jeep. So
So-
right behind them, we run up, and we all 3 jump in their Jeep and just take off.
Not just take off. It was much clumsier than that.
Like,
We
Yeah.
get in the Jeep, and when you use an Xbox controller, the direction to control the Jeep is with the left trigger. All right? And then you go with right trigger. You actually motivate.
stick.
Your stick, you're right. Well, Joe was
The
in
right stick sort of like it moves the camera.
Ye-
Yeah.
So
you
it
get the
pans
ang-
camera. It's just
Yeah.
like a first-person shooter. But when that motion is connected to like your player's head when you're moving, that's good as far as a shooter goes.
Right.
When you're driving,
It's terrible.
it's awful because there's no auto snapback like a driving
Right.
game.
So in that, we all hop in, and you know how it is. If you've heard anything about PUBG, getting into the vehicle sometimes is a little bit more difficult than you would expect. You're hitting X, you're not getting in because you're trying to get into the driver's seat, so you got to walk away from the car and then go back up to the car to get
Yep,
back in.
yep.
Well, Joe is in there, and so we finally all get in our seats, and Joe's going to go forward. Well, if you click in the left thumbstick, you hit the horn.
Yep.
So as we're trying to be discreet as possible, as 2 squads duke it out, they both left their Jeeps are in the back of this house.
Joe's over there flaunting that we're still in their Jeep.
We're in the Jeep. Joe's trying to go, and he's just a beep, beep, beep. And we got away. They didn't. I mean, they knew, obviously.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they knew.
Yeah.
They knew because then the fire was directed towards us.
And
I'm
he starts
trying to drive
zigging
away,
and zagging.
and I accidentally swing the camera around. And the next thing I know, I'm seeing the front of the Jeep, but driving towards myself.
Another funny story like that. I think Joe didn't get on yet. Me and you were just playing a game, and me and Dylan had searched for a Dacia, a Jeep, something. Well, we end up finding a dirt bike. I let Dylan drive the dirt bike, and I hop
Wait,
on.
You can get two people on the dirt bike?
Two people on the dirt
so
bike.
He's riding. He's got his arms around me.
Yeah,
in the
so
back.
my arm's around him, and it's romantic.
I want to see this in real life.
We're driving over the hills.
should have
and stuff,
recorded
and
this.
I don't know if we were getting shot at. No,
No,
we were running from the blue.
No,
We were running from the blue.
No, we were driving, trying to get to the new circle, but we hear a dune buggy coming from the right, so I panic.
That's right. He panics. And by panics, I mean he says, oh, let me turn right. Well, you know what? I noticed he goes up a hill, and then I see water.
I ramp
He ramps us into the air, into the water.
80 feet into a pond.
So into the pond that we are.
We're doing somersaults on the bike.
Not the bike.
That's accurate.
So, yeah, we land in the water. Now the blue circle's coming. And all we can do is swim. The blue circle passes over us, and we die.
No.
I didn't make it.
No, we were swimming to the other side, and we were getting shot at consistently. Somebody was shooting at us, and there were little, you could see the bullets hitting the water around us as we were trying to swim away. And then the blue thing got us.
Yeah.
Kind of like the night that both of you guys died instantly, and then I survived for another half hour by tossing smoke grenades and random stuff everywhere.
That was
And then Todd's
impressive.
like,
that was
hey,
impressive.
just swim. So I started swimming, and I get in a boat, subsequently beach the boat.
I told you not to beach the boat. And I was like, why would you beach the boat? Now you can't get in it and leave. He beaches the boat on a particular piece of geography where there's a giant cliff in front of him.
I didn't realize it was a giant cliff.
All right, so now he can't go anywhere. He's stuck. Now he's got to swim the rest of the way.
Oh, I swam.
You died.
I didn't die swimming. I lasted like another 15 minutes.
That's right. What did you get to? Like
He
8?
came in third or fourth.
Yeah, I hid in a bush.
That's right.
Yeah.
Until eventually the circle was so small, they're like, oh, he's probably in that bush right there.
But yeah, I mean, what it boils down to is PUBG is essentially the Hunger Games with the military aspect.
It's accurate.
And it's fantastic. So if you're on Xbox, if you're playing on Xbox, yeah, we know PC Master Race. Yes, I own it on the PC.
No one
it's
cares.
fantastic on the computer. However, since we all have Xboxes, that's the best way for us to play it. Since we're a 3-person squad, sometimes we're looking for a fourth.
What was that one guy we played with, TLA or whatever?
TLA.
TLA and Shiny.
Yeah, Shiny was
Shiny.
great too.
Shiny was TLA's the guy that came in clutch. I had found a.
Oh man.
I was on a dune buggy and it only had 2 seats. So I was like, all right, Joe, just keep running towards the circle.
They take off and just leave me.
You
I'm
told us to do
500
it.
yards, and I'm like, I got this, so I just keep running.
And I was like, all right, Dylan, I'll
I'll
just go drop Joe off beyond the circle, turn around, pick you up. Well, as I'm going, I was like, Dylan's freaking out. Oh, no, another guy's coming. Help, help.
Oh no. Oh guys.
And
Guys. Guys.
it's our teammate,
pretty
TLA,
accurate.
pulls up and uses the horn correctly, Joe. And he goes,
to
beep,
alert
beep.
me.
And Dylan hops in.
And I'm like, hey, our teammate saved me.
yeah, and
He's from California, right?
No,
Or
that was Shiny. That was Shiny.
Shiny was
We
from
we never talked to TLA, but
Oh, okay.
he was a really good teammate. He actually stuck with us.
Yeah, and he kind of got the gist of what we were doing. Like when we would set up in a house and all cover doors, he covered the one door that wasn't covered.
Yeah.
Was that the game where that one guy killed 3 of us with 1 grenade?
Yes.
Oh my God.
No,
yeah.
it was
No,
more
that
than
was
one
the
grenade.
top of the stairs
yeah, the
incident.
Top of the stairs.
Yeah.
That was a
Yeah,
nightmare.
that was impressive. He threw 1 grenade and killed 3 of us.
No. What happened?
I was trying to heal
Well,
you
I was
'cause
knocked
I was in
down.
the bathroom.
Yeah,
looking
I
down the
got
stairs.
knocked down too. TLA healed me. Todd healed you, and then I was covering the top of the stairs again from like I was like perpendicular to the
Yeah, me and you were
stairs.
right to get
And I
right
saw
next
the
to
guy
each
kept
other.
running up, and so I just like laid down suppressing fire, hoping he'd just like stay down or I'd hit him.
Mm-hmm.
I swear to God, I put like 100 bullets out of that freaking Uzi in that same direction, right at the top of the stairs.
Somehow he gets 1 bullet on you and kills you.
No, that's when he tossed 2 grenades. One just happened to land under me. The other one was at the top of the stairs.
Attaboy.
Yeah, it's fantastic. For
It is
those
a ton
you
of fun.
that are playing the game on Xbox, if you ever see us on,
Yeah, leave your username in the comments.
yeah, leave it in the comments. We will post ours. But mine is X Digital X, but it's XDIJITILX
Hey Sam,
on Xbox Live.
Trying to remember what mine
post
is.
his gamer tag in the comments.
Yours is like
mine-
MSU dog.
Mine is MSU Dog, and Dog is DAWG,
Of course.
1987.
I'm gonna have Sam post it.
Well, what is
for
yours?
us. Mine?
Yeah, it's like Mullet Man 459.
Mullet Man 459er, and yeah, it's actually Niner. So after,
Yeah, X Digital X, no spaces, and then
so mine is like Mullet Man, one word, obviously 459ER.
Sam post Dylan's. It's MSUDAWG
87, right?
1987.
1987.
Yeah, I made that username up a while back.
Todd is Mullet Man.
459ER.
Mullet have one L or two L?
Actually, mine's Booty Hunter 420.
So yeah, PUBG. If you're on Xbox One, play with us. We play as much as we can.
We could always use another, like a fourth guy.
We always need a fourth.
Absolutely.
We've got a little bit of time left, not a whole lot. What do you guys? What do you have Christmas plans?
Sounds like I'm going to go to Waffle House with my mom and stepdad tomorrow. So that's awesome.
There you go,
Solid.
Todd.
Dylan got me a Neo Geo CD, so
Hold on, I was gonna show the presents.
So he's going to have to.
I'm just gonna wait for it to boot.
So what he's going to have to do is going to have to plug it in tonight and let it boot while he sleeps, and then he can play it. But even though each round will take you a whole night to load in.
Yeah.
So
Check out this bad boy. You don't see
this
these
is
every
what
day.
Dylan
You
got
don't-
Todd for
You
Christmas.
don't see those every day.
Neo Geo CD, and I believe there's a copy of Samurai Showdown in there.
It's in the bag. It's in the game.
And then I'm gonna show you guys what Dylan got Sam and I, because this is fantastic.
This is great.
Shout out to Dave and Devin, two good buddies of ours who allowed me to use their likeness.
Here, slide this
I don't
over
even
there.
know if we can. You gotta go lower.
Wait, move Rob.
So
Rob.
Yeah. All right, so read it out from the top.
we only buy our games at RadJunk because they're SNES. Super nice, especially Sam. So when we first opened the shop, somehow I can't remember how this came about. I think Dylan made a meme. It
Y'all
was a
were, y'all were
picture-
like talking about like advertisement and stuff like that, and I just got on my little meme generator on my phone and just made a little funny meme. Almost made Joe pee himself in a corporate meeting or something like that.
Yeah.
So basically, I kind of just took it. Took it to the next level. Look at Dave.
It's like Dave's on the podcast.
God Emperor Dave has joined us.
Hey, Dave.
What's up, Dave?
made it.
Look at his hat. Make America game again. That is incredible. Oh, who's that?
Devin made
Who's
it.
that the guy?
Those games they're holding, we got Panic Restaurant, Spike McFang,
And Final Fight guy.
and Final Fight Guy.
Look at that solid GameCube stuff in the background.
Mm.
Yeah. Thought it'd be kind of a cool little piece for the shop or something.
Yeah,
Or you might take it home.
I
and
got
hang
Joe
it,
a pen.
Put it on your mantle.
yeah. Todd got me a pin, a really sweet Honda engineering pin.
Yeah.
My presents for Dylan and Todd.
Have not been ordered yet.
No, they have. They're
Now
actually
they're obligatory.
no, they're actually at the house. I just kind of didn't realize we were doing the show today.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
enough.
they would have been here.
Fair
Well,
enough.
we kind of have to now because, we missed last week.
Yeah, exactly. We just wanted to say hi to you guys and let you know we're still alive.
And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Absolutely.
Happy holidays. We hope you guys have a great time with your families or playing games or whatever it is you do. Hey, and if you get any games for Christmas or game-related stuff, post them in the comments so we can see them.
I was going to ask you a quick question. Do y'all have any fond memories of Christmas, like opening something
Oh,
game-related?
absolutely. I can name like 4.
I think I got all of my consoles in Christmas.
That's mainly when we got consoles.
Yeah, I got
Pretty
all,
much.
I got all
So,
of it.
number one that I remember, and I was really, really, really little, was NES, first console I ever had. I remember playing Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt a lot.
Mhm.
But I remember like the day after Christmas, my mom playing Super Mario Brothers more than us, and like falling asleep and taking a nap, like because we were really little, like probably 4 or 5, and waking up and she was still playing, like she was addicted. I remember very distinctly getting a Super Nintendo with Mario Paint, played that a lot.
Interesting.
N64 and
That was
playing
my big
Star
one.
Fox 64, and then the Dreamcast.
That was my big one.
Ooh, that was
So, I wanted the Sega Saturn. Parents got me a PlayStation. Right?
Good call.
They did.
No,
Good
They,
call.
they made the right choice.
Yeah.
They made the right choice. I was a dumb little kid, and they bought me that. So,
The Saturn was like 400.
it was
bucks, wasn't
1999,
PlayStation was
I think,
$299.
or 2000. It's Christmas.
It was 400.
It was
Saturn.
2000, right?
For what year?
It was 2000 the Dreamcast
No,
came out.
99.
No,
It
yeah.
was September
December 25th,
of 99.
99.
Because it came out September 9th, 1999.
Right. So I had got a Dreamcast that year, and I wasn't expecting it because, I still had my PlayStation. The PS2 was being hyped at that point, and the Dreamcast kind of came out right before it. And so was the Xbox wasn't hyped until a year later.
They come out to like 01.
Yeah, 01-ish.
Yeah.
It
And
was right around the death of the Dreamcast.
so when I got the Dreamcast, I was super excited. That was probably
Merry Christmas, Greg. He just said Merry Christmas all.
Merry Christmas, Greg.
Oh, so now it's obligatory.
Yeah,
Someone says
say
Merry
it.
Christmas. Happy holidays, jerk.
More on Christmas.
Just kidding. Merry Christmas, or whatever you choose.
So,
to celebrate.
Dreamcast, what was the first game you played when you got it?
So my mom got me a couple of games with it. Dead or Alive was one of them. I'm like 11 or 10.
Yeah, but that game was not what it was. I mean, yes.
On the
it's
Dreamcast, it was definitely jiggle physics.
There were some jiggle physics. However, that's not what it was like known for at the time.
I think what else did she get me on that Dreamcast? Me and my brother played Sega GT.
Speed Devils.
I did not play
Sonic
Speed.
Devils.
I had
Sonic
it. That was
Adventure.
like the game I wanted.
She didn't give me any Sonic games for it whatsoever.
The Adventure was pretty good.
I didn't have any Sonic games.
Did
for it.
Shenmue come out that year?
I didn't definitely get Shenmue.
Whenever I got Shenmue, I sat down and played it, and like I literally didn't sleep for 2 days. I just played the game.
Never touched it.
Oh, you know what? My mom got me an Xbox, and I remember the story. My mom, we lived in Tampa at the time,
Mhm.
I think, and she drove all over like God's creation to get this Xbox, I believe. And I don't remember the story. I think she even called as far as like Alabama. We lived in Tampa at the time to help find this Xbox during the Christmas season. I don't know where she ended up getting it, but I was under the impression that I wasn't getting an Xbox, and I heard the rest of my friends at school saying, "You can't get an Xbox; they're like nowhere to be found." Along with the Furby,
Yeah.
Furby,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Furby
yeah.
was nowhere to be found. So guess what I get for Christmas? I get an Xbox and a Furby. Mom freaking nailed it.
I skinned my Furby.
My brother threw my Furby in the bathtub while I was in the bathtub.
Is it like a gremlin?
That's fantastic.
No, because he was hearing it talk. My name of my Furby, I can still remember to this day. His name was Coco. And he used to have that stupid language. Misa Coco. And feed me.
Sounds
And my
like
brother
Jar Jar
just like
Binks.
chunked it in the bathtub with me. And I was like, okay.
Trying to shock you.
End of Furby.
Man, what game did you get on Xbox? Did Halo come out? Was that a launch
It
title?
came, yeah, so I had Fusion Frenzy and Halo combo pack.
So I didn't have a combo pack, but I had Halo. Maybe I did have a
No,
combo
no, no.
pack.
I had Fusion Frenzy and something else.
I just remember booting up Halo for the first time and that music. And then the first thing we did is my brothers and I plugged in the second controller and got after it. Dylan,
What?
gaming memory, Christmas, go.
All right. The year the 64 came out, my parents actually told me that they were impossible to find and that they were trying their hardest to find me one, but they couldn't. And they kept telling me that up until Christmas, and they were like, "And we really, we don't want you to be too disappointed if you don't get what you want."
Jaguar.
And I got the Virtual Boy. No, but sure enough, opened it up and it was a Nintendo 64. And
Are you in 64, kid?
I was about to say that if you know that video, basically that was me. Like, not literally, but yeah, I flipped, absolutely freaked. Came with Mario 64. I think was Mario Kart 64 at launch.
Mario was not.
Mario wasn't.
No.
What game did I get with it?
Well,
then?
you do know that. So I think.
But I think it came out in September.
the November or November. I think it was November. It came out like in fall. Like there was a good birth and there was an initial.
So
launch.
it came out before that Christmas though.
Yeah.
Yes.
There was an initial.
Okay, so
launch,
I knew that was
makes
that
sense.
was
and
the
then they
first
all got
game
ate
that I
up
got.
before Christmas.
That was the
makes
first
sense.
game that I got. I feel
Yeah.
like I got one more, and I couldn't remember if it was Mario Kart or something else. Might have been Mario Kart. But yeah, I just remember like just staying in my room 24/7.
Me and
Like,
my brother
I
got
wouldn't come
GoldenEye
out.
on ours. And Perfect Dark. Oh,
Never
and
played Perfect Dark.
speaking of
It's a good
that,
game.
my mom buys me a game for Nintendo 64 on that Christmas.
Conquers.
No, it is. I open it up. It says Harvest Moon
Oh no.
for N64, and I'm thinking,
No.
the heck is this? I'm looking at the back. I'm like, and I'm at this stage. I'm already, playing violent video games, and my mom basically got me Farmville for Nintendo 64.
It's accurate.
So I plug it in, as you do as a kid, because you have nothing else to play. It swallowed an entire summer. I played that game. Ended up becoming one of my favorite games. So don't judge a book by its cover.
God, I just remembered something. I remember getting a Game Boy Pocket, and it was like the clear one.
The purple clear one?
No,
Or the crystal clear one?
crystal clear Game Boy Pocket, not color. And Pokemon Blue, the year that Pokemon became a thing.
It's like 97.
Yeah, end of 96, somewhere, maybe 97, somewhere in there. I put that thing in. I don't think I stopped playing for like 6 months, only to change batteries.
I was about to tell you, I got for my birthday one year. We had my birthday party at a skating rink in town. All my friends from class came, and for my birthday, my dad got me the Pokemon Edition Game Boy Color, the blue and yellow.
Yeah.
One, and came with Pokemon Yellow. I sat in the corner of that skating rink for the rest of the night playing that and just ignoring my friends. Like I didn't. It's like I'm not getting back on that skating rink. I ain't playing no air hockey. I'm
Well,
playing
I
this.
grew up with siblings, as you did.
Mm-hmm.
And so my mom, I guess the reason she bought us Pokemon, she's like, oh, there's a red and a blue version. I'll get one for one and one for
Sure.
the other. Maybe she assumed they were different games, but they probably told him, hey, they can play them together, blah, 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 blah. And I forget, we had the gray Game Boy, and then my mom bought one of us a Game Boy Color, and it was I had the crystal, or not the crystal, I had the purple Game Boy Color.
Yeah,
Like the see-through
like the
purple.
atomic purple.
The
or whatever.
yeah, the see-through purple
Yeah.
one. My brother got red, obviously, because he had Charizard, and he was bigger than me and would have beat me up over it, so I ended up getting the turtle.
The Blastoise was better.
I liked it. I ended up playing, so blue was the one I played.
Well, blue was the first one I got, and then the way I got red was kind of cool. Me and my mom used to go bowling like every 2 weeks. We went to this one place and just bowled all the time. So we went one time, and we were kind of had a heated match. And she told me, she was like, if you get a strike on this frame, after we leave, I'll take you to Electronic Boutique and you can get whatever game you want. And I'm like,
She was going to
ooh,
get it for him
challenge
anyways.
accepted.
Yep.
Well,
Okay.
next throw, I knock all 10 down. Got
He-
that strike. Went to Electronic Boutique, got me some Pokemon Red. Had both of
Did
them.
you when you guys got Pokemon? Did you know what it was gonna be? Like, did you understand what the game was?
No, I was young. I was like 7, 8 years old.
That's right. I'm a little bit older.
I knew that it was like the big, like the next big
I
thing.
knew nothing.
So
Knew nothing.
I had read about it a little bit.
Yeah.
And I knew that it involved catching monsters and evolving them. And for whatever reason, like the evolving part was really cool to me. That like you could turn them into something else.
Oh, well, I know plenty of parents that wouldn't let their kids play it because it promoted evolution.
Oh,
Because
come
I
on.
grew up in the Southern Baptist community. And
Oh, I
people
dealt
were
with
like,
the same thing. And
Yeah.
my mom told all those parents to bite me. Because we'd be at
Yeah.
a
It's
church.
a game.
Yeah.
We'd be at a church group, and they'd be like, that's promoting blah. They did the same thing with
Oh,
Harry
absolutely.
Potter.
Well, the thing is, my uncle was a music minister in the church, and he wouldn't let my cousins play it.
Is his
And,
name Mr. Mosquito?
But he actually talked to my mom about it and was like, hey, this is what this game has, all this kind of stuff. And my mom was like, he's big enough, he can handle it. But yeah, it was like that game. I'm telling you, that year in my school, they had to ban Game Boys from my school because we used to basically go to recess. We wouldn't play sports
Yeah,
or
we
swing
would
on the
just
swing.
trade Pokemon.
Yeah, we'd be sitting on the swings just playing Pokemon or have the link cable hooked
Oh,
up and
yeah.
battling.
Oh yeah, trading stuff back and forth,
Absolutely.
borrowing your friend's Game Shark. But
I was the only one at school that had a Game Shark. It was bad.
I had
I
one.
think
So
I
everybody
rented
was
it
in
out
your-
for like $1.
No, there was a
something.
kid in my class. I swear to you, he was a walking strategy guide. So like, if I got stuck in say like Zubat Cave or whatever, I'd be like, "Hey, dude, so I'm right here, whatever. I don't know which way to go." He's like, "Oh, well, just go up, go walk up 10 steps, go right about 15. You run into a ladder."
Freaking nerds.
He literally knew every step in that game. Like not even a year after it came out, you could go to him for anything.
That's ridiculous. But yeah, you know what? Post some of your gaming memories. Post some of your
Yeah,
gaming
I'd
pickups
love to hear
tomorrow.
about him.
Once again, thanks for watching us, those of you that do. And everybody, have a happy holiday. Be safe. Have fun. Play some games. And we'll be back next week.
Absolutely, I'm down.
Todd, why are you just staring at the camera?
I don't know.
Tell the people something before we sign off. Parting words. Go.
We all love you.
I'm gonna do something y'all are all gonna hate me.
Do it.
See you next year.
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
Oh, New Year's Eve.
You
We get to
lose.
see him one more time. We will see you New Year's Eve on the RadJunk Super Sunday show.
I thought we were doing a
One
party
more
at
time.
Dylan's house.
We'll go there after.
Oh, we'll just have the podcast at Dylan's
Oh,
house.
we could do that.
That's cool. with that. I'm
Podcast
cool with
live
that.
from Dylan's next week.
Boom.
Catch us Sunday. We'll probably go live at 5-ish.
Boom.
Everybody have a good week.